The King of England loved to make wine from mummies, and French painters stole the heart of Louis Xiv's mother to make pigments. You'd be surprised to learn that medieval Europe consumed mummies to the point of near extinction. So why did Europeans eat mummies? This brings us to the miraculous millennium-long resistance of mummies. The ancient Egyptians preserved mummies by removing their internal organs, dehydrating them, and then curing them with various spices, much like how we prepare bacon during Chinese New Year. Egypt's dry climate provided an ideal environment for preserving mummies. This method of preserving corpses might seem unremarkable today, but to medieval Europeans, it was nothing short of miraculous, inexplicable by contemporary science. Consequently, Europeans generally believed that the millennium-long resistance of mummies was due to some magical power, and that consuming mummy food could impart this power, thus prolonging life. Initially, this theory was not universally accepted. Mummies were viewed with curiosity and admiration. Arab merchants, however, saw a huge commercial opportunity and promoted mummies as a cure-all. Starting in the 12th century, mummies were on European shelves. Especially after these commercialized offerings, European royalty and nobles flocked to them, turning mummies into a luxury item and a symbol of nobility. No one could leave their home without a stockpile of mummies. When entertaining distinguished guests, hosts would bring out their most valuable mummies for consumption. However, the romantic and refined Europeans would not chew on a raw mummy, as that would be considered ungentlemanly. Instead, they devised many novel ways to consume and use it. For example, King Charles II of England particularly enjoyed using mummies' skulls to make medicinal wine. Most aristocrats preferred to grind mummies into a fine powder and mix them with hot chocolate or coffee. The higher the rank, the higher the proportion of mummy powder. Many European aristocratic men even carried mummy powder with them, as Arab and European merchants fabricated rumors that mummies offered aphrodisiac properties. Furthermore, medieval Europe coincided with a period of rapid development in painting. Mummies, believed to possess certain magical properties, were mixed with spices and minerals to create the expensive mummy brown. Even Leonardo da Vinci was captivated by this pigment, lauding its aphrodisiac and longevity-promoting properties. This fascination captivated Europeans for centuries. Even with the steady flow of mummies from Arab merchants, demand for them simply couldn't keep up. By the 17th and 18th centuries, mummies had virtually disappeared, with the remaining production monopolized by Europe's elite aristocracy. Unable to afford the expensive mummy brown, many painters resorted to using local cadavers. French painter Martin Roedering is said to have stolen the heart of Louis Xiv's mother from Notre Dame Cathedral to create his pigment. Ordinary people, encouraged by unscrupulous merchants and quack doctors, also believed that mummies possessed miraculous properties for treating arthritis, stroke, paralysis, tuberculosis, and other conditions. A 17th century book even documented the need for different parts of the mummy to cure different ailments, a surprisingly plausible claim. In reality, Europe's fondness for mummies wasn't without foundation. Europe had a long and rigorous history of cannibalism dating back to the 12th century. From royalty and nobility to common people, human corpses were considered a panacea. Mummies, as a superior form of human corpse, not only remained incorrupt for millennia, but also possessed properties far superior to those of ordinary corpses. People were even divided into two camps: those who favored them. By the late 19th century, profiteers were digging up ancient European tombs and using the remains of their ancestors to create fake mummies. By the 20th century, with the advancement of modern medicine and the influence of public opinion, and crucially, the lack of mummies for European consumption, Europeans abandoned their 800-year-old tradition. By this time, virtually every tomb in Egypt had been dug up, and every available tomb had been thoroughly searched, even the pharaohs. The Egyptian nobles of thousands of years ago could never have imagined that their survival from the ravages of time would be met with the gluttony of Europeans.